Why? Why did I choose to create a vision board? When I was at work one time at Amazon around 2 years ago, I was working next to a guy who, he looked at my Tim Ferriss book, Tools of the Titans, and he asked me, what am I reading? I was quite embarrassed at this time about the fact I was reading. So I told him with a look in my eye, which suggested embarrassment. I was reading Tools of the Titans, and long story short, he recommends me 3 people who I should read and listen to. Ezra Hicks, Joe Dispenza, and Bob Proctor. So I listened to Ezra Hicks the next day, and whatever, right? And then a year or so passes, and I listen to Joe Dispenza, because I have around 5 audiobooks which I vowed to myself I'm going to finish. I just left them for a year and nothing really came of that. Of those 5 books, I had a Bob Proctor book and a Joe Dispenza book included. I'd listened to the Joe Dispenza one first because, as you can clearly tell by now, Bob Proctor was a book that I was holding off. Yeah, I listened to the Joe Dispenza, whatever, right, it's a cool book, whatever. And I get to the Bob Proctor one and it changes my life. So he's talking about the idea of setting goals and how you need to have time limits, and he's talking about Napoleon Hill's theory and this idea of like definiteness of purpose and setting a goal and striving for it. I'd never done that before, to be honest. I'd set goals, but I didn't have the psychology behind it. So I would set a goal, then set another goal, you know what I mean? Like it just never really worked out. But the way he explained it and the way he said it, and he talks about this idea of paradigms, it spoke to me. It caused like a large emotional reaction, which I before this I'd only ever had one other time, and it's when I was listening to a guy called Gerald Peters.
I'm gonna tell you today
who's a YouTuber
how I became a
and
millionaire.
stock trader and real estate guy. He gave me the same reaction that Bob Proctor gave me, so I knew based off his reaction I needed to listen to everything that Bob Proctor had to offer. So I did, and I listened to this audiobook, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life, by the way. I listened to it 100 times easily. That's the reason why I set a vision board. Also, shout out to my Pham and Kaur, who helped me implement a vision board in the way that I'm showing today. What are my goals? I've sectored off my goals into 6 sections. I've got 1, me; 2, wealth; 3, friends and family; 4, accommodation, home, whatever you want to call it; 5, my tech; and 6, leisure time and hobbies. Everything on the vision board falls into one of those 6 categories. Should you get a vision board? Well, that's up to you. It's your life. Do I recommend you get a vision board? Depends. Do you have big goals? If you have big goals and you don't have a vision board, it's probably a good idea for you to get a vision board. But I'm not here to give anybody advice. I'm only here to document my journey. And if you can take anything from my journey and implement it onto your own journey, that's what I hope for you to do. To see what I'm doing. Maybe not now, but when I get the results, you can come back to these videos a year from now, 2 years from now, because I'll be proof that it works.